Like cold water to a weary soul, so is good news from a distant land.
Good news and it's bad news. Right, now which news you want first? Well, if you give me the good news without the bad news, that don't grab you, that don't work. Alright, well let me get the bad news. Everyone must die. There's more bad news. God is gonna judge our lives. But the good news, God sent Jesus Christ so we can serve our death sentence and then bring new life.
It's the Good News Talk Show with your host, Timashion the Visionaire. What up, Doe?
The Ghetto Fade to Black. What's up, man? It's your boy Timashion, the Visionary, the Good News Talk Show, and I'm sitting here with somebody that a lot of people have heard of, but it's been a lot of negativity being spotlighted on him, and I just wanted to give him a chance to share his heart, what it is that he's doing. It's a guy that goes by the name of Bizzle, and he came out with a bunch of online songs, just basically going at the people that are anti-Christ in their music, and he just started hitting them hard. He did, and it generated so much buzz that everybody on YouTube was talking about him, all on Twitter and Facebook, and I just got a chance to interview him right here, man. Welcome to the Good News Talk Show, bro. Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. Light-skinned brothers, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't went nowhere. We right here. What's up, Bizzle? You all right, man? I'm blessed. Good. So tell me a little bit about you, man. And, you know what I'm saying? What does your ministry encompass? What is it that you're doing to get the gospel out to people?
I'm really just doing my best to do it in a way that's appealing to you without compromising the message. And really just, I think one of the reasons that my music seems so controversial is because I try to point out the evil that we see every day, but not everybody has eyes to see right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to point it out without pointing at an example. And a lot of these cats are examples of stuff that we preach all the time. We just don't want to point anybody out because we don't want to seem like we're being judgmental. And all I'm saying is, look, this, and this is true. You don't believe me? Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. It's happening right in front of your face. And that's why, I see why people look at it the way they do, but at the same time, I can't really be too sensitive for people's feelings at the cost of a whole generation. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So when it's wartime, we shouldn't be acting like it's peacetime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, we're at war. I mean, they picking up these kids left and right, man. And if we don't talk about it and let it be known what's going on, then, we at fault. You know what I'm saying? And Ezekiel said that the blood is on our head. If we don't tell the camp that the enemy is coming in and truly who they are.
Exactly. And I really felt like that 100%. I felt like once I got the information and once my eyes were open, because I've been around this stuff for the longest. I was in the secular realm. I was doing a lot of stuff these cats do. And I was comfortable around it. Even after I first got saved, I still was in that same circle for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't until the Lord opened my eyes to where I could see things in a certain light. Then it's like, I can't just keep this a secret. I'm about to tell everybody how I see, the way I see, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully it'll strike something in their heart or in their spirit.
Now it is a lot of controversy about the term nigga that you use in your album, and you say a lot of people, they talk about this, but they look at me when I say nigga, but they don't look at everybody else when they're doing what they're doing. With us being, African American, sometimes we tell each other that it's okay to say it amongst each other, but when somebody else calls it that, then it's out of line, and then it's a groups of camps that say, I'm not going to say it at all because of what my people went through. The last thing that they heard was nigga when they was being hung and whipped and all that stuff. When they died, they heard nigga, So is it cool for us to use the term nigga, even though we are Christians? It's not necessarily a cuss thing, but it is derogatory in a sense.
It's not necessarily cool to say the word nigga, but in my everyday life, I'm at the point where I say the word nigga. And at that time, I wasn't a Christian rapper. You know what I'm saying? I had a real strong love for God. I was reading every day. I was still growing in the faith, and I did what I did what I knew how to do. What to do? I did what I knew to do. You know what I'm saying? I did it the way I knew how to do it. I still say it in my personal life. That's one thing. If I just stop cussing overnight, the N-word ain't gonna leave overnight. But I took it out of my music for the simple fact that now I have a fan base that is offended by it. Before, my fan base, the people that my music was going out to, they didn't care whether I said the N-word or not, so it wasn't offending anybody. So now I'm not gonna say, oh, I don't say it. When we cut off this camera, I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on it, but I still say it. But I'm trying to take it out the music just for the sake of not offending others. But it's not a good word. You know what I'm saying? I can't make no excuse and say it's a good word. I didn't choose to say the word. You know what I'm saying? It's the culture we grow up in, and unfortunately, a lot of the younger generation aren't as sensitive towards that word as the older generation, because we didn't see slavery firsthand. Right. We didn't go through a lot of things that they went through, and that's why you see the younger cats coming up and using it. And I grew up where I said nigga, I said cuz, because I grew up around cats that said cuz. It's not because I wanted to be a Crip, it's because that's where I grew up, you know what I'm saying? But I'm working on it. No, it's not cool to say, but I can't pretend like I don't say it. I'm not gonna act like I'm super holy, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. We act like we're somewhere that's too hard to get to, and a lot of these people, man. If we show them that they can, that we not that different. You know what I'm saying? We putting it all on the Lord. That's the difference. But yeah, man. I just don't want to seem like we on a pedestal and. Oh no, I don't say that, and then I go back behind the closed doors and be on the phone.
That would be hypocritical for the whole thing. So I love the transparency. I love the growth and where it is, and that's good news. You know what I'm saying? That's what this show is all about, man. Talking about the good news, what's going on in the community, good news to people's lives, and good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. So what I got on the show is something called the Ghetto Fade to Black.
This is Bizzle. You can holler at me on Twitter. Twitter.com/my-name-is-Bizzle. Matter of fact, today, me and P-Dub just dropped the Best of Both Worlds mixtape, so you can get that on my website, iambizzle.com, or you can go to theyfs.com, you know what I'm saying? Young Fly and Sabres, the movement, God over money all day, and I'm out.
They call me Bizzle, I can spit it with the best of them. I'm a rider for the Father and his S-O-N. Did it for the love of God, no check, no end. Still blessed, no diamonds on my neck, no gems. Let a hater be a hater. I labor for the maker and it ain't about the paper. Gotta cater like a waiter. I'm giving them my best. Straight need a baker, cause they in need, but they ain't trying to say they need a savior. Finna get it poppin'. Gotta let the hood know they bigger than the block is, and quitting's not an option. They throwing you a curveball, pitching you the nonsense, like college is for idiots and prisons where it's poppin'. The game is throwed off, it's no longer autistic. It's ball for ball wicked if you're hawking all lyrics. Learn to profit off it, down talking all women, placing all this opposite of God's laws and all children. Tell the truth, dog, you don't hate me cause I'm lying. You hate it just cause you don't want to change it, and I'm trying. And saying it'll endanger the paper that you eyeing. Good, cause paper ain't the aim of my assignment. God over money, my new way of living. A state of mind that would've kept plenty out of prison. It's hope for the young if the grown-ups will grow up and be the role models rappers should've been for us. Pistol.